Okay, this is an idea that I am playing with, and I have no idea if it's going to work out in any sort of way. Um, Mostly just because it's not something I really anticipated doing on this channel in any way, but I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, dark and ominous. You wonder what this game is, and it just it just ruined the moment. So there's a reason why I decided to like wrestle with this idea of playing this game in particular. It's just because I figured it'd be good. It'd be a really good idea to follow up a playthrough of a game that I had some reservations about by playing a video game that has been put in like almost mythical category and saying like this is a game as well liked and talked about in various circles as perhaps one of the best video games ever created. Now, personally, in the ancient war of the Magi, when its flames last receded, only the charred husk of our world remained. Even the power of magic was lost. Well, that was a little bit of a weird load time. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. Interesting context. Yet there now stands one who would reawaken the magic of ages past and use its dread power as a means by which to conquer all the world. I wonder who this mysterious fellow is. Could anyone truly be foolish enough to repeat that mistake? I mean, there have been, well, individuals that would do that, but here we are. Beginning scene. This there's the city. Hard to believe the Nesper's been found frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident the intel was good. Yes. Our witch. I hear she's fried 50 of our magic armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl, don't it? Relax. With a thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. The girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out. So, at the moment, for those who've never played this game before, this is definitely an abrupt way to open a video game, but for real, the thing is, I was considering playing this game mostly just because, as I was saying before I got interrupted by all this stuff, I wanted to play a video game that has been lauded as one of the greatest to ever be created. Because I played a game that I had mixed opinions about in Fire Emblem Engage, in which the story just absolutely, like, destroyed me mentally. Maybe that's just because as an autistic person, I tend to be a little bit more sensitive to various little things, but at the same time, it's like, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, I was thinking it over, and it's like, you know, I shot, you know, first parts for like test pieces on, like, if I really wanted to do something like, you know, with Genealogy of the Holy War, for example, or with this GBA Fire Emblem hack that demade Shadows of Valentia into that, you know, into that medium as best as possible. And so ultimately, I think this might actually be the game that I settle on, mostly just because I never completed it, but I also heard that, you know, this game tends to be, you know, highly valued amongst gamers as one of the best ever created. And so a part of me is curious on, like, how much that actually, you know, how much of that's actually true, and how much of that is really just rose-colored glasses that are just blinded by nostalgia. And so... Oh! Never mind. Okay, so it's just an opening cutscene. Oh, this... Depending on how this is set up, I might actually need to... Well, so first things first, I'm changing to classic font styling because screw that. You can also do the original or the arrangement version. I like doing the remaster arrangement version just because, like, I've also heard from this game, just this game has one of the most iconic villains that I think I've heard everyone talk about, and, like, so much so that he gets his own, like, 17-minute epic final battle theme that just, you know, sort of, like, set a standard of just intensity for, like, you know, how to make just, like, a final boss just be absolutely bonkers. Like, this guy legit is bonkers. Like, I'm not trying to stigmatize anyone by saying this. Like, the actual main baddie in this game is bonkers. Like, he is legit bonkers. Extras. Yeah, little extras there. So, hopefully this new game doesn't have me, like, play this cutscene again. Because that would be kind of... Oh, yeah, it's playing again. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. And it's going back into... Jeez. Here we go. God. Okay, that's a little troublesome. I don't like that. I do not like that. If you're going to remake the game, just remake it so that it flows in on the first, like, glance like that. Like it did in the original. You know, that's just... Yeah. Just so I didn't have to, like, rewatch an entire scene again. If it's just going to be replayed at the beginning no matter what. Like, that's redundant. That is redundant. And that's more so, like, towards, like, the remastering, not exactly the game itself. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm still expecting this to be a pretty decent experience. But here we go. The girl takes point, and don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. Okay, so we're in this village of Narsh. It's gonna... Every pixel remaster opens up with a window explaining the controls. You play one of the pixel remasters, you play them all. I say that as I'm trying to figure out the menu. Okay, here we go. So this is who we have here. We have two soldiers, Wedge and Biggs, followed by this mysterious individual in this Magitech mech suit. So, yeah, there's really not much you can do. Just gotta keep moving forward and working here. Imperial Magitech armor? Not even Norshay's safe anymore. Okay, so something that I honestly I'm just gonna point this out here because I'm in a menu where it's like it's not going to be a major issue. I hate the active time battle system. Like, I hate it with a passion, and it's not because of it's like poorly designed. I think what they do with it, like it was an advancement of a formula that just created something unique in the RPG genre. The reason why I hate it is just the fact that it just like highly depends on the reflexes of the individual that may or may not be like, you know, they vary in between. So like, just because of that, it's going to be more difficult depending on, you know, just biological aspects that you can't change about yourself. And so like, unfortunately, there are individuals who do not recognize that and will absolutely just degrade you for having to slow the game down for your own enjoyment. And that's ultimately where my hatred lies. It's not exactly the system. It's where, like, you know, some elitist point of view ends up, like, you know, dominating. And, you know, putting people down for having to slow down the game for enjoyment rather than, you know, just recognizing, like, oh, hey, like, the developers probably put that in to balance out, you know, the idea that there are some individuals that are, like, reflexively different, and they can't help that about themselves. I especially have some reflex issues, so I'm glad that, you know, with the way that this game is set up right now, like, I could go into a menu, the active time just pauses so I can think about, like, what I'm gonna do. It's pretty straightforward. Like, I can't really do much. I am just going to... Oh, you can actually use... There's a lot that can be used here. I'm just going to use the beams because they're, you know, they're not... They don't require MP, and so... Yeah, and of course our basic guys, Biggs and Wedge. I swear they took that from... Well, stop them! For Narsh! Or Narsh, I don't even know how to pronounce them. the little barks there. It's just gonna be fire. I do need to make sure, like, while I still have not completed this game, like, I still know enough about the beginning that I am going to... I gotta make sure, like, I'm catching myself, because typically when I get to this point, I tend to just, like, press A just to speed through everything. Thankfully, this game has an auto battle feature now, so it just sort of helps with it all. Yeah, it's straightforward, literally. We've got him trapped now! Oh, do you? Oh, yeah, this game introduced a surround. Oh, dear. I'm gonna have to use healing force at some point. Yeah, there we go. Once again, can't become complacent with the auto battle or just like mashing the button over an I'm just to get through the like these little, you know, trooper spawns. And specifically, I'm referring to the logic of, like, you know, a troop being a group of enemies, and then, you know, the enemy itself. Yeah, it's full on. I think the best way I can describe it, it's full on RPG Maker logic. It's a pretty decent classification, I think, just to make things a little bit easier to explain. But, yeah. Defend the mines! Ooh. What the heck are you... You're riding a... You were riding a mammoth. Yeah, right, this is a Final Fantasy game. Of course, it's going to be a little absurd in some cases. I mean, a lot of RPGs try to lend itself to absurdity just to, like, feel, I don't know what really is the best way to describe it. It's just... It's something. It's something. Can I save in here by chance? Mm-mm. Can only quick save. So yeah, if I mess any part of this up, like, I need to redo the entire thing, and it's like... Here we go. According to our source, some miners unearthed the frozen Esper in a new shaft they were digging. This must be it. Oh, Narsh. How do you pronounce that name? How do you pronounce the name? Narshe or Narsh? Oh, a strange light fills the air. Do you want to learn about save points? I get the gist. If I'm on a save point, I can go into my menu and I'm allowed to save, which is good because I'm going to need it. I am definitely going to need it. Oh, and there we go. Were rats? Jeez, that is honestly disturbing. Like, after Final Fantasy V, like, they made their monsters look a lot more, like, grotesque and menacing. Like, they really, like, hammered that point home. I purchased a bundle of these pixel remasters, so I'm currently playing through Final Fantasy V in my own time. And, you know, it's more or less been something that I can appreciate is just the fact that because of the way that it's structured, like, I'm able to explore the game a little bit more because I can boost the amount of job points that I have. Okay, I'll handle this. Stand back. Okay, cool. Cool. Anyways, enough with me talking. We're not handing over the Esper. Mir, get them! Oh, boss time. Yeah, so this is the point where I actually get a little... Hold it! I just imagine, like, the whole hold it thing from, Phoenix Wright's just coming. He's like, hold it! This thing's a... They must have trained it to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this is? Ever heard of a lightning whelk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell. Right. So whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Got it. Just knowing my luck, I'm going to top off my healing so that I'm ready for this fight, because it might be a little while. Ugh, slime. And retreat it back into the shell. Now it's a full-on waiting game. So how's everyone doing? How's everybody doing? Okay. Thank you for interrupting me. Okay, got the timing off. Like, you always gotta be a little bit, just anticipatory about, like, the little indicators that say, like, oh, hey, it's gonna go back into its shell. Otherwise, it's like, oh, no! Oh, no! Well, at least it's not absorbing lightning, at least. Oh, never mind. So glad it's not that bad. Otherwise, I would have been... Like, little mistakes like that can happen, and it's just... You know, just because you get a little too greedy and then it's like, oh dear, I may have overextended myself. And it's just, it's the worst feeling sometimes. Fire beam. Back to spamming the fire beam. I'm gonna see if... And slow is cast on you too. Great. Is there a way to reduce the time it takes? How about thunder? Okay, yeah. Relatively the same firepower. Oh, bro! Like, there's just no indication! And now I am going to megavolts everyone. At least it's a distributional thing. That's nice. Okay. And it's not a group heal. I'm pretty sure I can do that with, like, you know, Mysterious Woman's Cure. Perhaps. And everyone has slow. Great. Is there any way to banish her? Slime again. Cool. And that did nothing. And now going back into the shell. This is honestly redundant. This is incredibly redundant. Just, come on, let's go. Let's go. I don't have all day. Like, just get out of your shell so I can, like, make my move. And, okay, you're really taking your time with this one. There we go. That's glad that's over with. It's pretty simple first boss, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still no experience for bosses. I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that in RPGs. Anyways, this is pretty self-explanatory. We're just going up through here and looking at the Esper. So, this is the Frozen Esper? Oof. Excuse me. This thing's giving me the creeps. Something's not right. The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Oh. Does it now? Where's that light coming from? Whoa! What was that? Wedge? Wedge? Where are you? Hey! What's going on? What's going on is something incredibly... story significant, I guess. And we've woken up back in some rando's house. Where am I? My, and I only just removed the crown. My head hurts. Yeah, this is just... Easy there. This is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making it so you do whatever they told you. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. In time, that is. A mysterious young woman born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Gestalian Empire. Select a name. Finally, you know, getting to name the character. I'm gonna stick with Terra just because, like, that's her canon name. Don't really need to change that. My name is Terra. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. Well then again, you're also an old man, so I have no idea how... Okay, that's a little ageist. Oh boy. Open up! We're here for the Magitech armor pilots! Open this door right now! Hand over that girl! She's an agent of the Empire! Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way, quickly. Okay. So we're just... up there! Oh, shoot. Oh, we're on the upper path. Okay, this is neat. And... surround... Okay, so we're going right into the battle. Why is this so slow? Dang. I guess I'm just gonna... I'm gonna resort to magic. Because I have no idea what else she has available. And that's... I should probably use the magic to heal more than anything. Attack magic is probably not the best move. Yeah. Okay. It's definitely one of those early game things. So, because this game is able to just throw away, you know, the usual difficulty of having to just explore on your lonesome and just worry about, like, running into a dead end. The Pixel remasters give you access to every single map in the game with just a convenient touch of the Y button. It's really... I don't know if, like, that's really, you know, intuitive. But, yeah, one thing that I'm also going to try and do going forward is, like, I'm making much shorter videos for this stuff just because it's, like, I don't know, I did the whole, like, you know, thing where it's just, I bombarded people with just a bunch of stuff that is just absolutely, you know, it took a long time, and frankly, it's let's just say it's definitely a commitment to have someone watch just an entire, like, long video over this basic part of a game when I could have easily broken it up in some way, shape, or form. So the thing that I also want to try and do with this particular playthrough experience, for those who are watching and may be curious about, like, what this game entails, is to, you know, make some shorter parts, some shorter videos, you know, detailing my experience as I continue to play the game. And so if you prefer that, like, please let me know in the comment section below what you like, dislike about my whole style and approach to this playthrough, and, like, just sharing this experience with everyone, because ultimately, like, I could do a better job at, like, communicating that at the end of my videos. And if you like it, feel free to give it a thumbs up, because I have no idea how the algorithm works, but I bet it has something to do with, like, you know, if it shows that I'm trying my best to engage with the audience, I just have a feeling like it's going to be promoted a little bit more to people who may be interested in checking my stuff out. And, you know, I could do better all the same. I mean, everyone could do better in some cases. But yeah, just to make a long-winded argument short, I really do thank you all for tuning in and taking a chance on this. I'm normally known for more, like, Fire Emblem style of content. There's a lot of stuff that is privated on my channel right now, but let's just say, like, I've spent a lot of, like, my recent history playing Three Houses and Engage. It's just really nice to play a game that, you know, is a little far removed. I don't know if this is going to bring in any sort of like new audience, but because ultimately I'm pretty sure I have like the algorithmic brand locked up for me, so I can't really do much experimentation. But I just hope that like I'm lucky and this gives me a little bit more to, you know, do. Anyways, I'm a random Darklink. I am an autistic gamer here on YouTube, and I appreciate all the support you can. If you want a neurodivergent community that is, well, like a community that is a little bit more neurodivergent friendly as best as I possibly can, give that to you. Like, feel free to join in, subscribe for more, because I really do make it a point to interact with my audience as much as possible. Like, that is what where I try to stopgap. Like where I try to fill the gap that I just can't with, you know, other parts. Because, I mean, gaming content is, as a whole, isn't original. So, I really do need to make sure, like, I'm trying to make this experience, you know, as tailored as possible. So, once again, thank you all for watching. Subscribe for more. Turn on that notification bell to know when my next video comes out. Typically, it'll be, like, premiering like Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 p.m. So, and because I'm going to be doing these shorter videos, it's not going to take too long to just, you know, share some time with me and do whatever you want. You can join in for a partial amount, you can join in for the full amount, whatever floats your boat. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.